G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of Shapez.io. Look at the color. Oh, when we zoom out, we don't get so much of it, but when we look down, you can see all this color here. It's quite cool. This is really kicking off in map mode. We can really see that we're getting lots and lots done here. So, yeah, let's get straight into this episode. Why don't you enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, so meanwhile, back at the hub, rightio. So we are now looking at 3.1 thousand out of 12,000 of these guys, and we are making quite a few of them. So they were being made. If we have a look at it, they were being made all the way down here. This is the blueprint one as well. So they're being made all the way down the bottom there, weren't they? Yeah, I think they were. Wow, that's quite an assembly line of these two guys coming up. So that's quite cool. I think what we decided, so are we going to, let's look at our leveling out because we want to make sure we're getting everything. So we are definitely creating these, and these. Mind you, we need 60,000 of those guys. I think it's all pretty good at the moment. I think we leave everything. This guy needs more capacity before we move on to the complex shape. So let's get a bit more capacity going for these ones. Purple squares with white circles on top. Now the production is going to make them here, but we need to look at what we're basically making there. So I think we could afford to, we're always limited by white circles, aren't we? Because we split them off. I still think we can afford to just extend this a little bit. So let's do something here. Let's get rid of these guys and then we'll work out. Now I want to start making, I didn't have to do one at a time. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do that. And if I do that, and then I do that, I've got to be wary that this is just going to really kick off because it's easy to add to this, but we've got to remember that we've just got to be careful about supply lines coming in, because really are all, because let's see who's actually getting, who's making products. Because I suspect, see, these guys have got paint, but I suspect they're not getting the products. So really it's the white circles that we really need to step up. And I think we need separate belts for these guys because we're splitting these two off. We're using white circles for both of these, and I think we need double belts of white circles. So let's get ourselves a second white circle machine. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, right, what we'll do is we will, so there's a white circle maker, and I think we've got plenty of circles there, and we can really, it's not quite using all of the circles because it goes da-da, da-da, and it just keeps stopping. So what we'll do is we'll set up another one of these. Now let me get myself, I'm watching the 7.9K by the way, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Control and copy, and I'm going to use the feeder inside. I'm going to use everything as it is actually. Let's do like this. Yeah, let's just copy everything. So if I do that, and so yeah, so I think, if we put this one down here, this should show us, and I'm just keeping ourselves a little bit of room there. I don't mind that room. Yeah, let's get a bit of extra room actually. I don't mind that. Yep. Okay, 7.1. So that used about 900 points. So I don't know how it calculates it, but used about 900 of these guys because we had about 8,000, now 7.2 now. So, okay, we need to bring circles into the bottom section. So we will split the circles off here and just keep that going. We can always bump up the circle production, but what we'll do is we'll bring that up, and then I might just preparatory, let's get these guys going from here to here. Yep, and then we will go like this. So this is circles, and I'm going to get the circles coming up to there. Okay, circles are now going in the bottom section, and then it's white paint that we need to come into here. So we'll do that. Okay, let's split off. Now the white paint seems to be capacitized nicely. What I'll do is I'll just do this, and then I'm just going to do this guy as in heading up. Where are the white circles going in actually? They're going to go in here. So, perfect. Okay, so in that case, you can be gone, because now what I'll do is I will do this one, and let's head let's get him going this way, but it doesn't need to be, oh yeah, it can be in exactly the same spot, so that's pretty nice. Now we should be able to bring white circles straight in. So, sorry, white paint coming straight in, and now the white circles are going up. Yep. So now we've got an export line of white circles, and this is where we want to recapacitize things a little bit. So I'm going to do something slightly different here. We're going to do this. Oh, God, I hate that. I really hate that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have these guys go and to there, and now what we're going to do is we're going to have these guys go like this and then like this. So white circles are now coming down, and we want them to come down here. And then I'm going to keep this little this mixer here, so this should balance between the two. And what that's going to do is mean that this has got its own thread, but if one ever ran out, it would balance one to the left, one to the right. I think that's how it works. So two feeding in, and now we can see that the white circles are actually kicking off there. Yeah, there's the white circles going up. So we've got white circle production really going pretty well. Just seeing here, we seem to have 3 lots of white circle production there. So this one is from 2 and this is from 1. So what we'll need to do now is let's get ourselves, so half are going here and here. So let's get ourselves, I think we could get more circles, couldn't we? We need more. Where's circles? We really need more circles, straight up circles. Where are they? Wait, we must be harvesting them somewhere. Where are the white circles, people? Oh, it's right there. No, there's some circles there. That's okay. Here we go. Let's see where they're coming from. That is bringing quite a few in. Wow, that was a long way, wasn't it? Right. Okay. So what we're going to need to do is get ourselves a second belt of those and head down, because we want heaps and heaps of white circles, but I think I want to increase the capacity there. Let's do so then. Let's do so. Let's get ourselves a lot. So we'll have this guy as the one that's coming out, and then if we're going to do that, actually, if we're going to do that, let's get rid of him and go like this. And that's a chain extractor, so I should be able to now go, so this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and you are going to be, now let's keep him like this. Okay, so this is going to be here. This is the circle man, and he's coming all the way down. All right, and this is just going to be bringing circles in a really... so then we'll have actually 2 of them. Right, we'll have 2 of them operating from one feed and 2 operating from the other feed, and we'll double up the second one. So that really increases the capacity there. And of course, when we do this, we need to just go like this. And that's lovely. Now the second feed, so this is going to be here. So that's there to there. Right, but the second lot is going to be here. Right, so let's get this one is going to be fed somewhere different now. I'm going to get all that gone. Okay, let's keep this guy going here, and then keep these guys going here and here. But now we'll have a new one coming up to there. So what I'll do is the second feed is here. So you can now do this, but you are going to do this. Okay, so you're heading downwards and across, and now this double feed here can actually go straight across and be split into a couple of them here. Now, I want to get myself another one of these guys. So let me get this guy. Yep, zoom out a bit, and we'll get, let's get in with that on the end. And let's do it like that. This is interesting because I don't think I want to block the greens. Right, I think we're going to need to do something here. So I don't know if I've just wasted that, but let's see. Let's do this. Yep, and then let's go for now. There's a bit of a tidy up there, a little bit of real estate grab. Okay, now let's see if we can get this. This might, yeah, this will throw the symmetry well off, but I think we've lost the battle for neat looking factory anyway, so let's do that, and then we'll put, and I'm tempted, so if we can start putting extra ones on the other side. So I wonder if I put him right down here, then I can keep him coming on the other side. Let's do that. Let's do it like that. Okay, and then what I think I'll do is I'll tuck up. No, you could stay there actually. Then what I want to do is, okay, so we want this guy to be basically coming up here and feeding those guys. And then these guys here, I want to see if I can increase this a little bit. And let's do another split here. And we're peeling off more of this line. All of a sudden, you're gone. And then what we'll do is we'll go here to here, please, with this one going like this. Now we've got white paint supply issues. Oh, we're zoomed out quite a bit here, so we'll get back in. So we've got white paint issues here. That should go in there. Yeah, we need to increase white paint supply before we do any of the expanding of this. But I think what I will do is I will tuck this guy up. Yeah, will I? Yeah, I think I will. I think what I'll do is I'll do this. Right. Let's do... is that what we want to do? Let me see. I've lost my train there because I was doing something slightly different. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go down with this one. So you'll be going down, head downwards into there, and then you're going to then be here. And it's the bottom one, isn't it? Yeah, it is the bottom one that we want. Whoop, not there. So it's going to be this, please. All right, goodbye. Again, I think we're trying to do everything so zoomed out at the moment, but it is this one now, so your circles will go straight into here. Okay, and they'll start producing, and then what we want to do is break off at some point. Is that, and then break these guys off. So I've made this a bit of a mess for myself. Let's do it like this with this. Okay, cool. So you'll be sending those guys in, and then these guys just need to make their way onto that now. So what we will do here is we'll go down here, and we'll join it at this point, and we'll say, okay, you come right up to here, and then an undergroundy heading from right to left will go from there and combine them. So now we should have 2 and 2. But white paint has stockpiled, but it should be, our problem should be white paint now. Let's see here. So we wanted, that's them. Hang on. Yeah, we do want 30,000 of those tackers, and I think we'll continue. If this is anything to go by, I think it'll still keep asking us for these ones. So really upgrading this is good. And of course, we need them. We need these guys for the blueprint supply anyway. So that's good. White paint is the issue, and white paint is, remember the white paint factory? Look at this white. This is the white paint factory. So we were combining 2 colors to make a secondary color, and then 2 lots of secondary colors made a third color bit. Now, it does seem like we're getting a lot of it here, but then we're splitting it once. And I think we're definitely getting capacity there, but I don't think, yeah, we are. If you have a look at the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it gets it. And again, but then we split off again. So we have a total of, if we have a look at it, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 feeding off here. So what we need to do is it needs to basically, so we're splitting 1 into half, then the other half is then doing 3. So we need to balance this. Okay, so what we'll do is this. Right, okay, yep. So let's do it again. Let's go like this then. Let's go, goodbye. All right. And then let's just bring this guy straight down. Right, then let's bring in all the paint here, right? And then the paint needs to be split into 2. This one, And then this one needs to come into here, rightio. So then we do this, and now this guy heading upwards. So if he then goes like that, I then should have a correct split. Let me talk this through. Okay, that's good. Now we should have a balanced split because it is a pure line here. It splits into two. The right-hand side of the first split then does 1/2 bays, and then the left-hand side of the first split does 1/2 bays. Now we have an even split. And what we should find is we should get, I don't know about these guys, but we should find pretty soon that these guys start to even out. And you have a look at them, they're in blocks of 4, and then on the other side 5. But now they're a bit more split out. We should start to see a bit more even here. We're well and truly supplying way too many circles, but that's fine. But that's how that is all going. And then white circles, yeah, so white circles was always the issue. And again, look at that. How many white circles have I got coming in here? Yeah, I really need more, don't I? Yep, I need more white circles. Okay, so when we do this, where am I going to do the extra white circles? Was it going to be, I was going to be trying to do a few more here, but I'm worried about the white paint supply. See, white paint supply is a real problem. And what I've done is I've boxed myself right in here. So I'd have to basically get the same supply going. If I got all this as a blueprint, where's the white coming out? It's coming out of there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let me see. If I had all three colors, I need red, blue, red and blue. Have I got this? Is this the color? So I need red, blue and green, all in an area. Red, blue and green. I could put it here. Let me do that. Let me make another supply. Let me make a secondary white supply. That's brilliant. This is going to be, okay, 10.3 K on the blueprints. Let's try this. So this is proper now. Okay, let's do it. So we'll go, right, what we want to do is we want to get, please, let me see. I'm just trying to do it reasonably. No, I don't need to be efficient, but just so I don't confuse myself. So that's that. So that's these two, and they'll feed those guys. And then I need to work out, so we're only getting it down to here, right? I think that's what I want. In fact, I'm just going to get that so I don't confuse myself too much. I want the yellows and I want the bottom one. There we go. So that's what I want, right? I go control. Okay, so that, let me see, 10.6 thousand. And if I put this here, I want all three of these colors, don't I? Let me see if I could do this the other way around. Would that work? That would work, but I think I need to do it left to right. Otherwise, I'm really going to confuse myself. Yeah, I need to do left to right. Otherwise, this will be, yeah, 5,000 of these. Look at that. That even shows me that. And I can actually, what I can do, if I do it this way, I can extend it the other side. Okay, let's put it down and we'll see what we got here. So, right, what we want first, the very first things we want in here is we want red going in there, then blue going in the bottom. So red and blue in those bottom, and then red and green. Red and blue, then red and green. Okay, now I just want to go, so red and blue, and then red and green. Okay, so here we go. Let me do just one here so I can, red, yep. And I'll grab this. Okay, that's the red. And I want to leave a bit of room here. And I'll do, let's just leave a bit of room because we might need to bust things back up to the hub. So red here and then blue at the bottom. Okay, and I have to change it because the first one is not a chain extractor. So we'll have to adjust that slightly. Let me take this across. Where is that? Red and blue, right? That sends these guys in. So that makes the purple, right? And the purple comes out of here. Yep. And then red again red. I might have to do a separate line, but for now, let's go with, let's do this. Oop. Okay, let's try that again. So there, one other thing, so there, and then I should be able to do this, and now this. Have I cut it off? So then red and green, so red, red, okay, and then we want green. Now, is there a green down below I can take? There is, so let's take from here, and I should use the chain extractor before I forget that. Yep, and let's just do it here. Actually, chain extractor and rotate it. And you know what? I'm just going to make this, I'm just going to do this like this. So that's that, and these guys should be coming out. Now green paint will be flying out of here. I'm not happy with that. Let's come across a bit. Oh, we fluked that. Okay, red and green. Yep. And now let's see about where that purple's coming back, because then the yellow. So let's see with the purple and the yellow, where are they going in? So yellow's coming in early, purple's coming in next. So yellow's coming in early, so there for now. Not worrying about expansions, yellow. Purple is coming in next. And I believe this is the white line coming out. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't think we need this. This could be famous last words. Yeah, I think that's the white line out, but we don't need to worry about that. So that's that. That means the white paint is now... actually, yeah, we will. We'll do this. We'll go like this. Purple can now be on this line. Squash him in as much as we can. And that's good. Yep. And then... Oh, what did we just do? All right, let's just see. What did we just... We broke our machine. Yep. And these guys can now be gone, because all we want now is for this guy to be like this. Ah, yes. Okay, good. Oh, we've really cocked this up. Damn it. Okay, put a break in there. So what we want now is to do this. I just have to clear this belt, actually, and get rid of those guys. So these is now the white return. And you guys come across to here. So this should be the white belts. Okay, and we'll get that in just a sec. Let's have a look at this. Right. Where do the purples go then? So purples need to go in there, and the white goes in there. Ah, purple do go in there, don't they? Yes, 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 they do. Okay, good. So you guys are wrong. So this is really bad. Okay, so purples do this. So purples will be going into there, thank you very much. But the white ones are coming in here. And those ones are then going to be split. So they'll be going from here to here. And this is the new white belt. Whoop. Okay, and that's, well, here we go, level 13. So we've got a new variant of the tunnel with a bigger range. Brilliant. So if we have a look at the tunnel, and it's here, so we're heading, say, upwards instead of it being there. Our new variant of the tunnel is a larger range of the tunnel. So that's all the way up to there. So quite a few more squares. So that's quite lovely. It looks quite different, which is pretty good as well. Okay, right. White capacity's been really brought in here. So this is huge. So what we'll do now is let's just quickly do this. So get rid of that. And now what we're going to do is we are gonna, this is a real spaghetti though. So you're feeding just those two now. So you're only feeding two. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, right, this white one should now be, and we will need to change those, but the final thing we'll do with this episode is we'll just change those lovely chain extractors over. We do need to do those, and I should have hotkeys going for any of this, but I haven't. Actually, let's do this. So let's do this properly if we're going to do it. So it's going to be a T variant. T variant is the bigger one anyway. Yep. so we're on the bigger one. That's nice. And then we go here to here. Okay, and now I want this guy to come down here. And shall we just do, it is the larger variant, yeah, skip the green just in case. And of course we're going across here, so this is the white. Should just be one variant now, and then we split. Now this guy is now here to, oh, we did that again. Let's do it again then. And he's to there. Now, the white is now splitting out of two. There's a backlog, so it looks good at the moment. So this is really going to ramp up production. But the one thing we must do is we must go and supply more, because look at that. Green is supplied lovely, but we haven't supplied all the other colors nicely. So here we go, and I'm going to do this one gone, and I want the chain extractor variant, and I'm going to put on, please, let's do this. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will do it this way. 7, 8, 9. You could be like that. So now the blue is loading in with a chain, but the red needs to be loading in nicely. The green is lovely, but it's the red that's holding us up. So of course we take this off, and let's do this nice and simple for this one. Let's go, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go 1, 2, 3. That's a chain extractor. Good. And then this one's this way, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're now with the red. Okay, so we got somewhere. So red is being supplied. Let's check on these belts, just see. So 12 a second, and the chain extractors are loading up 2.4 a second. So still about 5.5 that we need, but we've given them 9. So we're loading up a full belt. We're oversupplying a belt. That's coming in. Now, purple supply is going to really pick up. Yellow supply is going to really pick up. These top of the belts, these two ones here will really pick up. Once they start supplying in here, we should see, because at the moment, this one is activating, but the last 3 are not. But now that we increase the production there, these colors are coming up, and now white supply is picking up here. We've got fairly even spread of the belt coming along, and we should see a little bit of white paint come out of here soon. It does look like yellow supply isn't brilliant, so we would look at extending. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So what we will do is we'll go ahead and so it's this one here, it's the red. It's the red because we're splitting. The red's got to do twice as much, of course. We really need to give the red its own second belt, don't we? Yes, we do, because it's got to do twice as much, of course. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll do them right next to each other so we don't confuse ourselves. All right, instead of splitting off, we're going to give them their own little... you do that, and then hang on. So the red is going through here. So what we might do with the red is just go goodbye and goodbye. And now the red, this one goes here, and then you can go underneath. I wonder if that's an update. It seems to be selecting the variant all the time, which is good. If you can have the longer underneath, why use the shorter? Just keep that all the time. Now what's happened is that both reds are being fed individually from their own pots now, from their own wells, their own mines. So now we've got much more red production. The red should start to get into this last one. Yep, there we go. And now we should start to see it. Purple stopped moving, which is interesting. I actually think we now don't have... So purple and yellow. I'm wondering, I want to see what happens up here. Yeah, because yellow's going into here. So I think we've actually got enough to extend this now. And I'm going to do that in the last little bit of this. I'm going to do this right away. Let's do it. Let's just give this guy as much up and down as we want. Yep, and then I'm going to let's get ourselves a few more of these then. So we'll get rid of these guys, and now I'm going to get myself, the final thing we do this episode, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and that's okay. So we put in this here, and I just think I should try and do maybe 1, 2, 3. Let's get 3 more. Yeah, let's squash them in. Let's get them looking nice. Okay, let's see that. Now we're pushing it because the white shouldn't... See, look at that. It's a full belt of whites. Yeah, that's a full belt of white paint there. But there was a backlog, actually. Sorry, there was a backlog. But I think yellow is our problem now, isn't it? Because this is a full belt of yellow, and we still can't supply enough of this. So I think we've reached critical mass here. We've given far too many. Yeah, we'd probably need another. So you can't just keep extending the final one because it just doesn't have the belts. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? I suppose we could step up this guy and see if we can just get a fuller belt than that. But I guess belt capacity is going to be the issue. I could see if my next belt upgrade, yeah, what I'm probably best doing there is we got somewhere here because we've really increased capacity of the white circles for this and also for them. But what we need to do is we need to look at belt upgrades, so 40,000. So we start making yellow circles, and we're going to look for these stars, and we're going to make red stars. They should be fairly easy, I imagine, to do in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of I nearly said Voxel Tycoon, of Shapez.io. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the very next episode. Cheers.